In this section, I want to talk about brute force attack. And in this lecture, we're going to go over exactly what brute force attack is, and then we're going to discuss an implementation of a solution that we're going to do in our application so that we can mitigate this form of attack. So brute force attack is pretty much some attacker and they're just trying as many passwords as possible so that they can get into some protected system. So if you really think about it, if they have the time, which they usually do, and let's say they have some algorithm or something, which also they usually do, they can pretty much try to, brute force attack any system. And then at some point, they will eventually find the correct password, because if they have a computer that's like super powerful and then they just let the computer just try as many combinations as possible, it's gonna take some time, but then people don't usually use super secret passwords. So it's very likely that with brute force attack, it's very possible that they might actually be able to break into a system. So the way we're gonna try to mitigate this in our application is to come up with some sort of a solution. So what I'm gonna be doing in the next lectures, I'm gonna try to see if I can come up with an in-memory cache, right? So every time someone comes into the application to log in, I'm gonna check to see if the attempt failed. And then I'm going to count how many times that they try to log in within a specific window. Let's say you can give them 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, depends on whatever your security concerns are. And then within that window, we can say, hey, if you try to log in, let's say 6 or 7 times within a window of 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and we were just going to go ahead and lock their account. So we're going to have to come up with this solution, and we will definitely need a cache. And I'm going to talk a little bit more as I'm implementing this so that you can understand. But the idea is to have an in-memory cache, which is going to be in memory. So we're not going to save anything to the database. And then we're going to wait to see when someone fails to log in. And then once that happens, we're going to keep a counter where we're going to keep the number of attempts that they have done. So if they've done a certain number, let's say we can set the number to 5 or 6 or 4. If they've tried that many times, then we can actually lock their account or disable their account or something like that. So that's what we're going to be doing.